All right, people. This video is to all the people that emailed me personally and text me personally. All right, man. I don't know why, but I've been getting so many people asking about this engine. Listen, relax. I just started working on this. It's gonna happen. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I've had it for over 2 weeks now. Let me just show you what's going on. Let me bring you in here and give you an update. I've had so many. For some of you guys that are not aware of this, I've had so many people ask about this here. Meanwhile, there's so many other great engines. All right, so what we got here is what we're going to call now, we're going to nickname it, called the BROVAN, kid. BROVAN, all right? And as you know, you got to give credit when credit is due. I didn't come up with that nickname. My man Todd did from RC, Ohio. All right? What we got here is a Bartolone ReedCase. Happy to see you. ROVAN engine, 45cc. Many of you guys know about this, okay? I have many subscribers that don't even have ROVAN vehicles. Many of them have low C5Ts, MTXLs. They are concerned about this, and they want this engine for their vehicles, all right? Well, it's going to happen, guys, all right? Even Irene, the boss, the owner of Primal, is waiting. All right, so remember I told you guys, I don't know, this might be a one-off or whatever. Well, it may very well be possible to come to production, guys. Bartolone's on board with it, and so is Dan and Irene from Primal RC. So if it turns out well, guess what? We will have this engine. You guys are going to be able to get this, which is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. All right, so this one here is just going to be a test dummy. All right. If it turns out well, I'm going to get myself a brand new one. Most likely, these engines, if they do come available, it's going to come with a different carburetor. So as of now, I only have a 990 carb here and a velocity stack. Mine, if it comes out, which I think it's going to be great, mine will have a Bartolone velocity stack. And we will try out many other carburetors, okay? We will try out modified 990s. We will try out modified 1107s. And we may even try out some HDA carbs. And I may even throw a Tillinston carburetor in here. But I don't want to kill this engine because we're already at the limit with this. All right, so you don't want to fry this. All right, so this is what I'm up to. I already started dismantling some stuff. I pulled a roll cage out yesterday. I chopped them up. This was what broke on that serious accident that I did when I jumped this, when this sucker flew. All right, this thing flew, no joke. It had to be at least 20 feet in the air. All right, I have a past video you can see with your own eyes. Nothing bent, people. Nothing bent. All right, for those of you that are not aware of my MaxT, I've had this when it first came out, when they were first available, okay? This has bone stock engine still, okay? Bone stock and overheated stock clutch and stock spring. This still has bone stock as air filter. I've done nothing, folks, nothing at all, except for new Bartolone pipe that he made just for this engine. Okay, I don't drag race this. This is my Monster Baja. It's a monster truck. All right. Yes, we could put smaller wheels here, but I already have a Baja Buggy for that. I don't want to put small wheels here. But we may even try with smaller wheels. If you do put smaller wheels here, it's going to be lighter, smaller as well. So that's going to change the gear ratio. So it's going to be way more snappier because this thing has a big gear on it. It's good for torque. All right, but when you run these bigger wheels, it changes it. All right, I believe it's a 17 tooth, which is very torquey gear. But when you put those big wheels, it's going to feel like a 19. You know what I'm saying? So if we put smaller wheels, this thing is just going to wheelie like crazy. Even if you put some weights up here, it's just going to wheelie like crazy. So I'm going to keep this monster-ish, okay? So I want to keep those wheels on here, but if you guys want to see it, I have other wheels here. Let me show you. We can try out these. We can try out many wheels that you guys decide. I'd rather use those for maybe a 5SC future build or Buggy. You know what I'm saying? I want to do a Buggy build So stay tuned for that. I want to do one up. That way I can just swap wheels, put some sand pedals on, bring it to the beach. I also have a Baja 5SC that I wanted to do a future build on and have some fun with it. But I may wind up giving that to my nephew and my brother-in-law, Victor. All right, so I'm hoping that they take it. That way, I'm hoping that they would get into the hobby. If they get into it, then it would be my nephew, my brother-in-law, Victor, my brother-in-law, Danny, with his 2 Bajas, and my Bajas, and whatever else RCs. That way, when we all go upstate, you guys are aware of some of those videos I've done in our property upstate, New York, where we have the big fields and where I jump my 4.0 off the barn. I don't know if you guys remember those videos. Well, if the more fit scales, the better, and maybe we can even do a track there or something, have a blast there, and then even invite some friends up. Then we can have a real race set up over there. So I wasn't going to make any video. I was going to do a video when that was installed. But I have so many text messages and emails. I'm just going to, forgive me, but I'm going to delete all of them. All right? That's about this engine. This video is to save me time. Is to just give you guys that emailed me. All right? They're my friend Chris from Greece. Wants that engine for his MTXL. Friend Joe with an MTXL wants that engine. All right, so many of you guys with ROVAN Bajas are waiting for that engine. Stay tuned, it's coming. This video is so that I could erase all those comments. I don't have to go over each one by one. All right, so it's happening. I'm starting on it. Okay, so forgive me if this seems a little rude, but I have to save time. Okay, going through all those emails and answering everybody back and everything, that slows me down tremendously, because I also have many other emails that I have to go back to. All right, I'm sorry. Oh, for my Instagram guys, I don't really use Instagram for RC. I show some RCs or whatever, but I'm not in there. I don't use Instagram correctly. Most people that from YouTube that go to Instagram is to boost their YouTube. I don't care for that much. People that know me are there. I have my YouTube name there. If they see it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. But I may throw some pictures up of this. My Instagram is mainly more for like stuff that I do at the gym. I put the stories up, or food that I eat, or I support my friends that are doing very well on Instagram. I'll give them thumbs up. I'll support them. But I'm not an Instagram guy. But I do have some people I deal with. Now, I do get a lot of messages. Personal messages from the Instagram as well. Sometimes that shit is blowing up. All right, it's about the same thing, but I can't get to. I have other messages that I have to go through, and then when I'm trying to answer back some of these comments on my YouTube from the emails, my Instagram is blowing up at the same time. So while I'm typing, trying to remember part numbers and this and that, you hear my phone go off. It's going off from the Instagram mail, and that shit can really make you want to pull your fucking hair. All right, excuse my French. That could really make you want to throw your phone or some shit and quit everything. But so if I don't get back to you, I'm sorry, but I will eventually. So just hang in there, man. All right. Since I am filming, I want to just wish everybody. I just want to tell everybody to be careful, be safe out there. Wash your hands, at least for 20 seconds. This coronavirus bullshit is getting crazy. All right? Trust me, it's getting crazy. I've been working like crazy at my job because of this, over this damn corona bullshit. All right? So be careful. Wash your hands constantly. Before you enter your house, use some hand sanitizer. All right? Do not touch your face. I know that's hard. Do not bite your nails. Do not touch your face. Do not pick your nose. If you touch some door where a lot of people go through, there's a super high risk that you can get sick over that. All right. Now they're saying that this shit can stay in the air for 3 hours. All right. It can stay in the air. So every day there's something new about it. All right. I'm going to reuse all this ROVAN stuff. Okay. And I'm going to slap it on here. I will be putting a brand new stock ROVAN clutch and spring on here. I am aware that I can get better performance with a better clutch and better spring. Trust me, I'm aware of that, people. And we can do that. I have them here laying around. All right, I got 9500 spring here. I got an FS clutch here. I also have other clutches here. I also have drag mod clutches around here somewhere from all this drag racing shit. Where is it? Here's one right here. This is a drag clutch right here. All right, see this modified drag clutch right here, Bartolone. All right, what else? I think there's another one here somewhere. There's a Lightning King motor one, so I'm not going to use that. I want to put a ROVAN one, and that's it. So we're going to do that. Now, whatever happens, happens. If it works out well, it works out well. But just remember, you throw a better clutch. Now, if this engine works out well, turns out well, when I get my, this is just a test dummy right now. Because trust me, I want to think of this MaxT like if it's mine. I want to start working on it. I want to change the chassis on this. I got some plans for this. All right. You guys remember some of my past plans, right? Putting these big ass shocks. These happy to see you. These are primal monster truck shocks. I was gonna put these big shocks on the rear of this MaxT, and then put this rear MaxT shock in the front. Remember, I was gonna do that. Well, I'm not gonna do that just yet. I want to have fun with it the way it is. I love the way this is now. It handles great. It's a really fun Baja. All right, that's kind of monster-ish. It reminds me kind of like a big truggy, except that the wheels don't stop up front, so you can't really angle it. It's still heavy in the ass, even without that anchor of a pipe. You guys know I used to have a rear pipe here. It's an anchor, and it's just more weight in the back. But even with this pipe, kind of balanced it out, but it's still heavy because the engine's back here. All right, you guys saw that video when I went off the ramp. The jump was great. The problem was the landing. Boom. Once it had all that air, like if you over jump this, you will ass land. Okay. If you can get the front wheels to slow down, then you have a chance of controlling it. But I don't think it will control much. It'll do something, but it's not going to control much. Well, that's my plans. This is what's going on. All right. I'm going to pop this exhaust off. I'm just going to pull this engine out with the exhaust, with the pipe. I'll take the exhaust out here. We'll mount the exhaust that belongs here. All right, this exhaust here is going to work very well with this ReedCase. All right, so we're going to mount it on this baby here, this BROVAN 45. Bartolone's like, yo, just run it. You know, later on, if this engine turns out well, like we think it will, later on, we will swap carburetors out. We will do all that. All right. So don't worry about that. And what else? And that's it. So there was also some talks about roll cages and all that. Listen, I have roll cages here. Let me just show you real quick. I was gonna use this on a future 5SC build. All right, so I may try something out. I may do something with this roll cage or the one I have upstairs. Let me show you. Let me take you upstairs. All right, here it is. All right, so this is the other roll cage I have in body. I've had this for like 2 years, I think, maybe 3. I'm not a fan about electrical lights or whatever, but this has lights on it. I'm digging the color of the body. But yeah, so here it is. All right, so we could do that, but this is my 5SC. All right, so I was gonna do something with that. I still may. If my nephew doesn't want it, I will give it to him if he wants it. All right, I hope he'll take that. That way we'll have another brat brother, you know? But if he's not into it, he's not into it. Here's my buggy. I really want to get to this. I want to have some fun. I just feel like having a nice screaming buggy, you know? For those of you that don't know, this is a Street Glide. I still have my Harley, my 06 Y Glide, but now I got a 2010 Street Glide, bro. And this thing is like a caddy, man. This thing feels great. I'm gonna have to go over it. I may do a video of it. It's super dirty, dusty. It's been sitting for 3 years. My dad just doesn't use it, so I may have a little fun with it. I already have some plans. Probably be changing the front rim, putting a bigger rim, a nice rim up front. Maybe going to 21 inch. I may change the highway bars. I was gonna keep those highway bars and just add speakers to it, because this thing has nice sound already. Check out this video from the other night. So sounds pretty good. I'm telling you, when I'm sitting on this guy here and just chilling, I am laid back. I feel comfortable. You know, when I'm on my other bike, I feel aggressive. Like I want to just go through traffic. I just feel differently. It sounds different. It just feels different. It makes you feel different. Yourself. Now, if you're with this, there could be traffic. And I'm just calm at traffic, even with traffic. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm kind of new to it. It's kind of new to me. You know, I'm not, maybe that's why. But so these highway bars, I was planning on putting some speakers here and some pegs. But yeah, so I can get some nice speakers for here to go along with my stereo here. And then add an amplifier to it. And then these bags here, there is a whole lid where they make a speaker for this. You know, it's crazy, man. You can have a speaker here facing you. It's unbelievable. See how dirty it is? So I definitely have to do an oil change on this engine, transmission, and primary. I have to. That thing is so old, and on top of it being so old and so used up, it's sat for another 3 years, because this bike has been in a parade, and parades, they run so hot, man. You actually destroy the oil. But so we're gonna be running some AMSOIL in it. All right, we're gonna put AMSOIL in the transmission and the engine and the primary. All right, so here's just a quick look. This thing is sweet. I still have my Harley. I have it in my dad's garage where this thing sat for 3 years. I don't know if I want to sell it. I've had it for a while, and I have a lot of chrome, a lot of parts, a lot of custom parts on it. I don't know if I will sell it, but I may just keep it and just put it away. I don't know. But for now, man, I'm really loving this here, man. I'm telling you, when I went to work with this, I didn't want to stop. I just wanted to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to keep going, man. And there was a few times coming back home that I just passed my house. All right, I went a little bit further, and just so I can ride a little bit more. That's how this thing feels, you know? I'm starting to get used to that heel kick. All right, I was not a fan of that. I fucking couldn't stand that. I like to use just the front shifter, but I'm starting to get used to that heel kick. All right, so what happens is when you go into second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, you use your heel of your foot, and you smash that shifter right there into second, into third, and each time. So I'm starting to get used to it. Yeah, and that's it. So. And then I want to throw some stuff on here. So I'm not going to do the speakers anymore. I think I'm just going to put a nice highway bar up front, like a nice custom black powder coated V-shaped one. I don't know. We'll see. All right, people. So as you can see, I'm busy. There's so many things going on over here, bro. I don't know where to begin. But this should have been done already. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I'm going to erase all those emails, and I'm gonna use this video as answering you. This is your answer. I'm getting to it. Stay tuned. We will finally get to hear this thing and see how it performs. All right. Just remember, whatever way, if it does perform well, right? Let's just say this thing is gonna perform well here. Oh, it's gonna perform well. Yeah. Just remember this. It will perform even better if you have one. Or when I rebuild this, when I get mine, when I have one, it's going to perform even better. Why? Because I will have a better clutch, and I'm going to have a nice spring on it. Okay? But right here, it's going to have stock ROVAN clutch, stock spring. All right? You know what? I want to see what this damn clutch looks like. This clutch has got to be fried. It has to be. But it still works. It still works. But I'm telling you, it's smoked. All right? When this bolt came out and it squeezed this brake, this thing seized up. I thought the transmission blew up. it got seized. It stuck. It couldn't do nothing. The clutch here was smoking. All right. This clutch bell was hot. All right. I can't believe it still worked afterwards. All right. I noticed it didn't work as well. The clutch spring was already laggy. It was like getting stuck, and but when it cooled down, it still worked. I couldn't believe it. It was still drivable. All right. But anyways, also I drilled out this here. I am running a skid plate up front. I drilled this out here so I can get to that screw, so I can tighten up this damn push-pull steering. I still have it. I'm thinking of possibly putting the regular steering setup. All right. I think the regular steering setup would be better for bashing, the way I like to bash. But it's working out so far. What I may do next is add 2 springs here. See these servo saver springs? Add 2 of them. And or you know what? I may do the Gary mod. All right, my boy Gary, my friend Gary. He's running a zip tie here on his to keep his locked up. All right, so big shout out to Gary. And I may just put a zip tie myself. But I did tighten it up, and it did steer way better. But this spring is just way too weak. Okay. So yeah. So stay tuned. We got some work to do here. I will not be showing the whole damn video working this. I don't have time for that. All right. So don't worry. We have plenty of other build projects in the future.